Hello everyone, and welcome back to Untold Pain Stories. Today's story is unlike anything you've ever heard. It is a story of fear, secrets, ancient curses, and a monster the whole world hated. Everyone believed he was evil, but sometimes the truth is far more terrifying than the stories. My name is Emily. I turned 18 today. Most girls celebrate their birthday with family, cake, and laughter. I was taken to a castle hidden deep inside the Black Forest, a place no one dared to visit. People whispered its name with fear. They called it asterisk asterisk, the castle of the vampire king. Asterisk asterisk. For hundreds of years, our kingdom had lived under one terrible agreement. Every 100 years, one girl would be offered to the vampire king. In return, the vampires would never attack the human kingdom. This year, that girl was me. I cried. I begged my father not to let them take me, but he never looked into my eyes. The soldiers pulled me into a black carriage. The village disappeared behind us. The road became darker. The trees grew taller. Even the birds stopped singing. After hours of traveling, the carriage finally stopped. Before me stood the largest castle I had ever seen. Its black towers reached into the clouds. The full moon shone behind them. The giant iron gates slowly opened. It felt as if the castle itself was breathing. 2 silent guards escorted me inside. The halls were cold. The walls were covered with ancient paintings. Every painting showed the same man, a handsome king with crimson eyes, the vampire king. Finally, the doors of the throne room opened. He was standing there, much younger than I expected. Tall, calm, wearing a black royal coat. A silver crown rested on his head. His red eyes looked directly into mine. I expected him to smile like a monster. Instead, he simply said, "Welcome, Emily." His voice was gentle. That frightened me even more. "I am not your guest," I shouted. "I am your prisoner." He remained silent. Then he replied, "No, you are under my protection." Protection? I couldn't believe what I had just heard. Without thinking, I pulled a hidden dagger from my dress. I ran toward him with all my strength. I aimed straight for his heart. Before the blade could touch him, he caught my wrist with one hand. His grip was strong, but strangely gentle. He took the dagger away, then stepped back. "I will not hurt you," he said. "You expect me to believe that?" I screamed. "You are a vampire." He looked into my eyes. "I know exactly what I am, but you know nothing about me." The guards approached. I thought they would kill me. Instead, the king raised his hand. "Leave us." The guards immediately obeyed. Now, only the 2 of us remained inside the enormous throne room. "I want to go home." "You can't. You have no right to keep me here." He looked toward the moon outside the giant window. Then he quietly said something that changed everything. "If you leave this castle tonight, you will be dead before sunrise." I froze. "What do you mean?" He slowly turned back toward me. "There are creatures far more dangerous than vampires, and they are already hunting you." For the first time, I saw fear in the Vampire King's eyes. Not fear of me, fear of something else. Something hiding in the darkness beyond the castle walls. I couldn't stop thinking about his words. There are creatures far more dangerous than vampires. Was he lying? Or was he trying to scare me? I didn't know. But one thing was certain. I still wanted to escape. That night, a maid quietly brought food to my room. She looked frightened. Before leaving, she whispered, "Please don't leave your room after midnight." I quickly stopped her. "Why?" She looked toward the dark hallway, then whispered, "They come when the moon reaches its highest point." Before I could ask another question, she ran away. Her fear felt real, but I refused to believe any of it. At midnight, I opened my bedroom door. The castle was silent. Only the sound of the wind echoed through the halls. Holding a candle, I walked carefully through the long corridors. Then, I heard something, a low growl. Not human, not a wolf, something far worse. The candle in my hand began to shake. Suddenly, a dark shadow rushed across the hallway. I froze. Two glowing golden eyes appeared in the darkness. Then another pair, and another. At least 6 creatures slowly stepped into the moonlight. They looked nothing like vampires. Their bodies were covered in black fur. Their claws were longer than knives. Their mouths were filled with sharp teeth. One of them smiled at me. We finally found her. Before I could scream, the creatures charged toward me. I ran as fast as I could. My heart pounded. The castle seemed endless. Their footsteps grew louder behind me. I turned a corner and suddenly crashed into someone. It was him, the Vampire King. Without saying a word, he pulled me behind him. His red eyes glowed brighter than ever before. The creatures stopped. For the first time, they looked afraid. One of them growled, "Give us the girl." The Vampire King answered calmly, "She belongs to no one." Another creature laughed. "You know the curse cannot be stopped." The king slowly drew his ancient black sword. "Then come and take her." The battle began instantly. The creatures attacked together. The king moved faster than my eyes could follow. One creature flew across the hallway. Another disappeared in a cloud of black smoke. The walls shook with every strike. Within seconds, the hallway became silent again. The monsters were gone. Breathing heavily, the king turned toward me. "Now do you believe me?" I couldn't answer. Everything I believed about vampires had just been destroyed. "You saved my life," I whispered. He looked away. "I made a promise." "What promise?" He remained silent for several moments. Finally, he said, "Your mother once saved mine." I stared at him in disbelief. "My mother? That's impossible. My mother died when I was a child." The king slowly nodded. "So you were told." Those words sent chills through my body. "What are you talking about?" He looked directly into my eyes. "The truth about your family has been hidden from you for 18 years. And if you want the answers, you must trust the monster you've always feared." I couldn't believe what I had just heard. My family? My mother? What truth are you hiding from me? The Vampire King slowly walked toward one of the castle walls. He placed his hand on an ancient symbol. With a deep rumbling sound, a secret door opened. Behind it was an old library filled with dusty books and paintings. He picked up one large portrait. It showed a beautiful young woman standing beside a young vampire prince. My heart stopped. The woman looked exactly like my mother. This can't be real. The vampire king looked at me quietly. Her name was Eleanor. She wasn't only your mother, she was also my closest friend. I couldn't breathe. My mother hated vampires. He shook his head. No, humans made you believe that. He handed me an old silver necklace. I immediately recognized it. My mother had worn it every day. I found this after she disappeared, he said softly. She gave her life to protect both our kingdoms. Tears filled my eyes. So, she wasn't killed by vampires. The king looked toward the window. No, she was murdered by the shadow beasts, the same creatures that attacked you. Everything I had believed my entire life was a lie. The real monsters had never been vampires. Before I could speak, the castle suddenly shook. A terrifying roar echoed through the halls. The shadow beasts had returned. This time, there were hundreds of them. The leader stepped forward. His golden eyes burned with hatred. You protected the girl long enough. Tonight, the last bloodline ends. The vampire king stepped in front of me. You'll have to go through me. The creature laughed. I was hoping you'd say that. The final battle began. Shadow beasts flooded into the castle. Vampires rushed to defend their king. The night sky turned red with fire. The castle trembled under the force of the battle. The vampire king fought with incredible strength, but there were simply too many enemies. Then I remembered the necklace. It suddenly began glowing with a bright silver light. The king looked at me in shock. The guardian's heart, it has chosen you. The light grew stronger. The shadow beasts screamed in fear. Without understanding how, I raised the necklace into the air. A wave of brilliant silver light exploded across the battlefield. Every shadow beast froze. Then, one by one, they disappeared into the darkness forever. Silence returned. The ancient curse was finally broken. The war that had lasted for centuries was over. The vampire king slowly approached me. His red eyes were no longer filled with sadness. For the first time, he smiled. You were never my prisoner. You were the one destined to set us free. Months later, humans and vampires signed a new peace treaty. The castle gates remained open. Fear slowly disappeared. People finally learned the truth. Not every vampire was a monster, and not every human was innocent. Sometimes, the greatest enemy is not the one who looks different. It is the one who hides behind lies. As for me, I never returned to my old life. The castle that once felt like a prison had become my home. And the vampire king, the man I once feared the most, became the person I trusted more than anyone else. Thank you for listening. If you enjoyed this original fantasy story and want to improve your English through powerful stories, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell. See you in the next story on Untold Pain Stories.